Hey, it's me, Stuffside. I played Wizard Yoni with his hustle, and I pubbed. In this first match, I perfected a unit pubber in ranked, probably, but I got a cool setup here, which I'll show in a moment, after this match is done. Okay, so here, I set up a dart to hit in 5 frames, so they couldn't attack me, otherwise they would get hit. But then, also, they could have jumped to escape the dart, but then I could Magma Bolt to catch their jump. And then they could also roll to get out safely, but Magma Bolt goes on for 13 frames, leaving me 7 frames to catch their roll with Mana Strike. The pubber didn't account for this, and died a tragic death. Okay, so this is a pretty stally match. The first part until I start getting hits in, and I start to snowball, and I eventually killed the infamous Russian Sans, which has done a few things which I will not mention, but somehow in this match he broke the laws of hustle, and somehow got into a situation that seems impossible. Okay, so here, I'm so confused. He does flip lasso, and I do grab. I don't remember why, but I win here by my orb hitting him, which looking back on it should be possible because orb swords hit somewhere in like 18 or 20 frames. I didn't check and it becomes actionable again in 16 frames, and somehow he loses. When if he just did normal lasso, I would lose. I'm so lost because he does flip lasso, which lost to practically all of my options, but would be grab if it wasn't flipped. I don't get it. Oh yeah, then Oreo matchup here for fun. They're like one of the best players in Yomih, but I beat them in the pub match. And I killed them by parrying 18 frames. No one expects the 18 frame parry, but it always works. Trust me. Most unreasonable and unlikely thing ever, but it works. And this is just a fun match of me killing an orphan child, and I land a sick, almost 8k combo on them, so they're bad DI, but for most of the game, I'm torturing them with Spark Soul, which apparently makes us a 100-0 matchup in favor of Wizard, which I find hard to believe personally. But here, I'm going to show you how dumb I am, because I whiff cancel in this situation so I can escape, but it ends up losing anyway. But here, I can either try and clash to beat all their options, which then they could kill by parrying, I thought. It was 5 frames. They could do nothing, and it would have been fine, but I end up picking Flip Conjure Weapon to escape the situation in case they parried or tried to pick another option to beat Icicle, but then they hold their previous attack, and I get killed. Now, it's time for this. Definitely not an alternate account. This person swore, without a doubt, they weren't an alternate account. I don't believe it. They had good reads, poor RPS, and all that, but had a good enough experience to show that they knew things only comp players would know. And they landed an 8k combo as Wizard against my okay DI. I killed them because they had poor neutrals, which feels like, personally, they let me do that. This is a very strange person. But here, I'll show you how they have good reads. I pick jump to get into an advantageous position for me, but I could also escape the situation like most people would do and get a better position later. But then they do Zephyr and read my jump, which either crazy people would do or people who are good at reads, which is one of the many reasons I believe they are an alt count. Okay, this is another match where something weird happens. I'm fighting Ray in truth, which is a decent player, and I believe I'm way better than him. But at the start, I get red, and then I get red again, and get my burst parried, and put me in a bad situation. Then they tried to do classic cowboy OP with Gunter. I don't know why they did this. Normal bullet is better, and they shortly do use bullet in a pull situation, which allows me to get advantage with conjure weapon because it has projectile invulnerability. Anyway, I killed them with orb because it's broken. Yeah. Here, I think prediction breaks on the replay because he picks grab when it loses to everything, because it's an orb dart that hits at 3 frames, which is parryable, and I'm confused on why I orb portal then, because that would leave me in disadvantage, but he grabs here, and then orb portal is a soft punish in the real replay, which is why I'm confused here, because orb dart would kill him here. But in the real replay, it looks like this, where he has already parried the dart by orb portal to escape the situation, and grabs, which leaves me in soft advantage because I have frames on him, which will allow me to get into advantage through a meaty, which I use missile form for. Here's a fun match where I pub the game to random and force myself to only use missile form. I saw a match where another player, Air Riser, did this, so I did the same thing. It was fun and silly. The poor pubber didn't see it coming. I just put this here to pad the time. I don't remember this match. I was probably just pubbing. Here, this match, I fought Lugnut. I played terribly and I was just messing around. I so should have lost here, but as you see like later, Lugnut doesn't believe in burst and I escape instant death, or I escape incoming death. Then I come back for a comeback on low frame timer, like this was 100 frames, which is no time at all from me losing. But I get orb out after my near death experience and kill him because orb is broken and we should kill wizard. And then finally I get a combo of the geyser and almost kill him, but then I kill him through the magic of melee wizard, and because Lugnut is a coward and that cannot commit. This was fun talking. Bye.